All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go one more.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of the
rush coming, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Off of play action, Luck. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7.
Here we go. Black 80!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Garoppolo finds his rookie first-rounder. It's Noah Fant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall. He was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. On. I got you. You go tank. You got tank.
Now Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, check Mike 21. Hey, Zoo. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
Throwing on 3rd down. Locke. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Garoppolo now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 43 is the mic.
Now it's Love. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Complete to Deion King. First and goal at the 4.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll run here with Mack. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Go. Ready. Watch the slant. Motion. 43 is the mic, boy.
On 2nd and goal. Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo, screen pass to Lindsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Down right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got Rodgers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12. Hey, check Mike 21. Bravo. Check Mike 21. I got you, punk. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
From the gun, here's Locke. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check out. 675. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, tight.
Just beating the play clock is Locke. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Whoa. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Check.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Able to find a rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 56. 11. That's it. I'm coming after you.
Now a first down throw. Locke. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. 11B. Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now Love. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Go ahead. Check 13. Check 13. Go.
Out of the gun. Love. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here we go.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Give me that. 21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got it. 12, fellas. Here we go. 50.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Here's Locke. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lindsey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Check 53.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Sanders has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Garoppolo on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
11. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Alpha. 58.
Garoppolo again. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Here we go. Black 80! Mike. Go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
To throw, it's Garoppolo, escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Connor Barwin in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Here we go. 12, fellas. Here we go. Yeah. You don't want none. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch. Lock.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The kick by McManus is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's trash. 12.
Throwing is long. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
12. Hey, check. Hey, high 7. Watch the curl. Reggie.
Now it's long. And this is going to be intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year. And he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's not going to get me. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Call. You can't block me.
From just shy of midfield, Luck, left side, Doyle with it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Monday.
On 1st and 10, Luck. He completes this one to Mack. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he locked?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
But no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
11. On. 26.
From the red zone now, Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think.
Hey, I got him. That's me. Mike 56.
On 2nd and 10, Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now it's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsey so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsey. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Now a carry for Lindsey, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
65. Mike, 53. Mike. Pick it up. 13. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, pushed their backs clearly against the wall.
Get ready.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Strong right. Let's pick it up. It's our time. Go. The field. Let's get off the field. Watch that. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Luck now to throw. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21.
Now Luck. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now it's Luck. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check, 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 check. Hey, check, 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 check.
One last throw here for Luck. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Denver, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they